Hey everyone, welcome back to the Movie Studio, and today I'm going to be talking a bit about the Outer Banks Season 4 trailer that just released this week, and also just about the upcoming season as a whole, what I'm looking forward to, or am I looking forward to it? I'm going to be talking about all that in this video. So starting things off, I really like the show, especially in seasons 1 and 2. I thought those were like a masterpiece of seasons of a show, especially season 1. It just drew me right in. I love the characters. I love the vibe. I love the mystery of the gold, and all the way through. And then season 3 is where things kind of took a turn. I mean, I still enjoyed it, especially aspects like the JJ and Kiara romance. I really like that. But I think season 3, things took a turn for the worse. And I think part of that was splitting the group up. It just wasn't as enjoyable anymore. Another issue was Big John was just not likable at all. And I don't think that was a good choice, to make him so relevant to the story and then have him be a villain. And but we're also supposed to root for him. Like, they never really clarified what we were supposed to feel about him. So I think that was an issue. And I also thought the Sarah and Topper thing was an issue. Just 3 seasons in, and we were still doing the same storyline with them. And I think it looks like season 4, that's not going to be an issue anymore. So I think so far my 3 major criticisms look like they won't be an issue in season 4. Because for starters, it seems like the season's going to have the whole group together, which is a good thing because that's what I like to see. That's what drew me in from the very beginning. Now, of course, they could still get separated along the way, but as long as, for the majority of the season, they're all together, that's what I want. Because last season, again, they were separated for most of it. Mostly John B going off with his dad. A lot of I guess the other group was still together for most of it. But, I want the whole group together, and that's just what I like. Probably episode 1, my guess is that it's going to be a lot of them just living the good life, and they're going to be opening up their surf shop. And then I guess they're going to find out that they ran out of money, which that's crazy. You made so much money from finding El Dorado and the gold, and then you just spent it all. Did you spend it on your business? What? It's not surprising that they spent it all already, but it's just funny to me. So their main storyline, it looks like, is going to be getting more money. They're going to be taking this job, the Blackbeard job, and it's a treasure deep underwater, it looks like, because we see some scuba diving scenes. So this is going to be interesting. I don't really know much about Blackbeard. I mean, I know it's a popular thing, I guess, in that field or genre or whatever, but I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I think some people had an issue with, they didn't want to see another treasure hunt. They wanted to see just the Pogues, doing their thing. And, I get that. But, also, this show is all about treasure hunting, so how is there not going to be one? So I'm fine with this, as long as they don't take it to the extreme that they did. I know they filmed in Morocco some. That'll be fine. I mean, if the story makes sense for it to go to Morocco, that's fine. I didn't think the South America of it all made much sense, just being honest. I just think that was just for the scenery and not much else. It didn't serve the story all that much, it being there. So as long as Morocco, it actually makes sense and it's cool, then I'm down. And the other things besides the group aspect of it, which looks like it's going to be good, the group working together and everything. My other criticisms, one was the Sarah and Topper of it all. And it looks like that's not going to be an issue, because what I hope about this season is that John B and Sarah are solid. And I think they will be, at least I hope, because they've just had so much drama throughout the past few seasons that I think having any more drama, especially if it's Topper drama, would be a mistake and a turnoff for me. So I hope they'll be solid this season. Looks like Topper has a new girlfriend who actually looks a lot like Sarah, which is wild. That's not surprising. And I'm kind of down for Topper and Rafe to be the villains of the season. I mean, I think they kind of have this relationship, they kind of love-hate each other. Topper should hate Rafe for what he did to Sarah back in season 2, the drowning incident, or almost drown. But now that I guess that's kind of water under the bridge, because Topper and Sarah are no longer a thing. So I guess they're willing to put aside their differences to work together. But to be honest, I think Rafe and Barry are such a fun duo. So I hope Barry is still in it because we didn't see him in the trailer, or at least I missed him if he was. I'm sure he'll still be around, but like he's such a fun character, and him and Rafe are so funny together. Um, but no, Rafe and Topper both have girlfriends, so I mean, I'm kind of looking forward to whatever they'll have going on as like the villains of the Pogues. I mean, because I think with Topper they had to pick a lane. They either had to make him a good guy and have him join the Pogues, which I always was a bit iffy on that, or just make him go full villain with Rafe, which I think is the best option. And I'm glad they're finally doing that. Because the like last season especially, they had no idea what to do with him. They just kept making him someone for Sarah to go back to and back to and back to. So finally, they're picking a lane with him, and they're having him be a villain, which I think is a great choice. I mean, we all hate Topper, in a way that, because I think Rafe's like a very lovable character. I mean, we hate him, but we love him too because of Drew Starkey, and he's just so chaotic of a villain that he's just so entertaining to watch. But Topper is just not. He's like, you just hate him, but you don't love him either. Like there was times you wanted to root for him because it seemed like he was gonna change, and then he really didn't change. So I do hope he gets what's coming for him, and I hope there's consequences for him burning down the chateau. Now, of course, considering we're jumping forward a year and a half, I'm not sure about that. Um, and about the year and a half jump, so I wonder, I assume we'll have flashbacks in between to show different things, because I think there's things that need to be addressed. You know, one being the immediate aftermath of the death of the dads. I assume that'll be addressed. You know, them first getting their hands on the gold, what they decide to do with it, how they spend all their money. That's a big question. And of course, other things like Kiara's parents, that getting resolved, because we never saw them at the end of season 3 like together. They weren't at the flash forward either, so I wonder, that's a big question mark. What are Kiara's parents up to? I mean, now she's an adult, so they really can't do anything to stop her, but I wonder if they'll still be involved in the story. And then the JJ and Kiara relationship is also something too, because they purposefully had them separated for the end, that ending in season 3. You know, they had them kiss the episode before, and they were a couple, but like this trailer really doesn't show a whole lot of them, and that's kind of a bummer to me because I like them a lot together. And I wonder, are they just not showing us anything because they know the fans love them so much, or do they have surprises in store, or are they just gonna have a rough season? It might be a bit of both. I think there'll be some good stuff and there'll be some bad stuff. I think they'll probably break up at some point, and I assume they'll reunite by the end. You know, just like John B and Sarah do all the time. It'll just be a bit different because it's them. Um, as to what the issue might be, I don't know. I mean, it could be her parents, but like I would like a different type of issue. I want like fresh conflict. So whatever that looks like, as long as it's not Kiara's parents, I'm good. I mean, they might still be involved somehow, but I do think, because they didn't show JJ's dad in the trailer, but I could have sworn I saw him like a BTS or something. So I think Luke might be an issue for them, and might be their main issue actually. And you know, speaking of that, it's going to be interesting seeing Luke back and what he brings to the story. From what I'm sensing from the trailer, it's going to be a big JJ season, and I'm also seeing rumors that he might die. It's because there's one shot in the trailer with John B like carrying his body, and or not his body, but a body. I'm sorry, and the other 4 Pogues are with him, and it's everyone besides JJ. So that is a bit worrisome, but I don't know. I mean, is it possible he was just attacked and they're like taking him somewhere? Maybe. I don't think they would spoil that though, and they didn't even make a big deal out of it. It was not even like the ending of the trailer. It was just one scene thrown in there. So it's kind of oddly placed, and I don't think they would kill off a Pogue until the end of the show, especially because I don't think this is going to be the last season. I doubt it will be, and if it is, they better wrap it up good. And if they kill off a Pogue, that's drama. They probably would kill him off because he's a fan favorite, and that's just what they do. But we'll see. I mean, maybe I'll be surprised and it'll be like, I don't know, Sarah or something. I'm just not sure. But we'll see going into season 4 if that theory is true. I mean, I hope he doesn't die, but I do think they're going to up the stakes some and at least have a near death of the Pogues, like an actual serious injury or something. I mean, again, I definitely think this season's going to up the stakes for sure. But I mean, those are the main things for season 4. I mean, I'm looking forward to it a lot. It's dropping in 2 parts, October 10th and November 7th, and I'll be here to review it on the channel. So comment down below what you thought of the trailer, what you're looking forward to for season 4. I'll see you guys soon. Bye, everyone.